Well, hello and welcome to another Moto Showcase. In today's episode, we are going to be installing the TST Industries Halo GTR, which comes with this additional attachment to light up the sides of the signal light to replace this big stock signal light. So to do so, we need to prepare the bike, remove the old signal and see how the wiring goes. So let's take a closer look at how to remove the old signals. Okay, so there's two methods to install the signal lights. There's the difficult way of removing the entire fairing, and there's the easier way but can be quite tricky. All you need to do is just remove this front panel, which you can watch on a previous video on how to remove the fairings. So I will just skip this part and show you what's inside of this panel. Okay, so here is the wiring inside the panel. As you can see, it's slightly different, or it's totally different from the usual connectors by Yamaha. Apparently this bike is made by the Indonesia Yamaha Motos, so I guess their wiring is different. So you can see the connectors, as mentioned, is different from the TST one. So we'll need to figure out how the wiring goes, and then we will plug it in and test it out. Okay, so before we go and check out the TST signal lights and how to set it up, we will just remove the signals first. Right behind here, there's a little plastic piece that is held together by two rubber fasteners, which you need to pull up, and then you remove the plastic piece, and then you can actually squeeze this signal light out. Let me just try it now. Just give it a twist and it should slowly come out. Alright, okay, let me just pull it out first and I will show you the fastener. It's a bit tight to come out from here. Maybe I'll just pull it out from the top and show it to you after that. Okay, so that's the signal light out. As you can see, this is the signal light and the little plastic piece which is held together. Which is held together, and then you need to pull it up and slide this out, and you should be able to work the signal light out from the hole. Okay, now comes the TST signal lights and how we're going to set it up. Alright, so this is the right one, which I assume because of the TST logo on top here, and then we're going to need to install the Halo lighting. So what we can do is we will just slot this in so that it matches the wire. It should fit nicely, I think. Let me just try to figure this out. Okay, not the bottom part, not the top part. Okay, it's actually quite a tight fit, but okay, so that's it installed, and then you just need to plug it in. Let me see. Okay, so that's the Halo. It should light up later when we plug it in. So let me just talk to you about the wiring, which is some modifications required. Okay, so the brown and red has to do with the signal light. Okay, so the brown is the power, and the red should be going to ground, and the blue and red goes to the halo. Alright, so what I did is I have wired the wires accordingly. So these ones will be plugged into the signal light wires, and the blue one, which we will tap into the headlight later on. So let's just try to install this into the slot here first, and then I will show you the wiring after that. Okay, now to install the signal lights, what we are provided with is this signal light, and of course this weird looking clamp which will go through the wiring, and it will act like some kind of a zip tie, as you can see at the grooves here. So when you push it in, it will cause a bit of pressure, and then it will clamp the signal light in place. So let's just try it out now. Just put the wiring through, which can get quite complicated. You can see it's positioned in place, and then I will maneuver the clamp through, and you should hear the clicking noise of it being secure. So make sure you put it in the right way, and it should fit nicely. Okay, it's nicely clamped. You can see it's fixed in place. Alright, so now let's go to the wiring and check out how it's done. Okay, let's check out the wiring now. As you can see what I did, the blue wire, I have attached it to one of the running lights, to the headlight, since there's no wires for the signal lights for running lights. Okay, so on the R3 itself, we have the green wire and the black wire. Right, so let me just try to maneuver this in this small little space. So what you do is, the green wire goes to the brown wire on the TST. We'll attach it here. Just try to work this around, and the red wire on the TST goes to the black wire of the R3. It can seem a bit complicated. You can do a different style if you want for the running lights. You can actually attach to one of three wires, the brown one, and also this yellow one, and the blue one, which I just did, which is easier to see. Alright, so let's check out the signal lights with all the wires attached. So all that's left to do is to put back the panel, the side panel at the top, and then do a test of your signal light. So let me just start the bike first. As you can see, the halo lights up white, looks very nice. And of course, when we turn the signal, the halo will switch off and we will go to the signal light. Pretty bright. And there you go, that's the install of the TST with the Halo GTR signal lights. Let me just show you a bit further of the R3 and the signal light. So this concludes the install video of the TST signal lights with the Halo GTR running lights. Let me just do one more test of the signal lights to show you again from this view. As you can see, nice and bright, and it switches off the Halo GTR, and it will light back on as a running light once you are not signaling. So hope you guys enjoyed watching the video of this install. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave it in the comment section below. Do check out more pictures in our Instagram and Facebook social media channels, and of course subscribe to the channel for more videos and installs on this Yamaha R3 Raijin. Till then, this is X0 signing out.